Today's horoscope, Leo September 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With the sun now visiting your communications sector, you're transitioning into a busier, more engaging period. During this cycle that lasts until October 22nd, reaching out, learning, and connecting jump to the top of your priorities. It's a time for learning new things, branching out, and making contact. In your daily life, you will likely experience more communication, movement, and activity in general. You'll find it a perfect time for taking up new studies or interests and sharing your ideas with others. It's a time for keeping up, or catching up, with others, as well as for dabbling in various projects or otherwise putting your feelers out for new ideas. Today's energies are strong for considering different or unusual ideas and methods that can free up your time or excite you. Revenge could be on your mind today. The dark atmosphere of the day could feel like you're caught in a fatal attraction. This is because our sweet goddess planet, Venus, is clashing with a virulent Pluto in the heavens above. This is one of the most tragic and fatalistic planetary alignments possible, spelling out fear, insecurity, and wicked deeds. Tension may be simmering beneath the surface, triggering manipulation, jealousy, and vindictive temperaments. You can have a ferocious temper, so it would be wise not to jump to conclusions or engage in drama. You may end up regretting it. Who can you trust as you advance in your career path? Be mindful of who you choose to let in, as the moon in Gemini conjuncts Jupiter in Gemini and squares Saturn retrograde in Pisces. There are plenty of opportunities for growing your professional community. You may have new individuals to connect with on and offline. More networking events may also come up. Consider each opportunity before you dive in. Try not to get ahead of yourself. While it is incredible to have these networking opportunities, you should be careful so that you can connect with positive professional influences. Today's planetary transit makes you highly sensitive to the needs of others. You would like to see those around you feeling good. Truly, the most effective way of expressing this desire is to feel good yourself. Perhaps on your run today you will feel like acknowledging other runners, connecting in that way that only people with sweat pouring down their faces can. Or you may want to attend a virtual yoga class where you can experience the group high of many people treating their bodies well. This is going to be a good day if you take the bull by the horns. Indeed, you will need to get around some obstacles before entering this more favorable phase which the current vibrations have outlined. Everything hinges on the fact that you are a fighter, so the details of daily life have never impeded you from making your projects concrete. You don't get discouraged easily. This is true in your sentimental life as well, where harmony and success will be dominant. Mercury will stay for another 3 days and will form a friendly aspect to the planets on the job and career fronts before leaving. As the Sun departs today, it marks the beginning of the end of all planetary activity on the income side of finances for this year. However, planets on the job and career fronts will maintain their lucrative direction and momentum. Meanwhile, the Sun will return to your communication sector just in time to take over from Venus, who leaves a few hours later. It is during Venus, the planet of love's final hours in your communication sector and of her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice, that the Sun returns. With Mercury, the planet of communication, returning in 3 days, this is giving Venus someone to pass the torch to, while the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment and especially commitment to your relationships, is staying on to keep a sense of resolve alive. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's energy presents a unique opportunity for growth and positivity, even if the initial vibe feels a bit tense. With the moon in curious Gemini squaring off with Saturn retrograde in intuitive Pisces and later aligning with expansive Jupiter in Gemini, the cosmic atmosphere may seem a bit challenging at first. You might notice an emotional heaviness or feel somewhat restricted, making it hard to maintain your usual optimism. It's almost as if something is holding you back from fully embracing the positive energy around you. But here's the thing, this is the perfect moment to seek out the silver lining. On the health front, things are looking positive. You're likely to feel physically well, with your thoughtfulness and self-control helping to keep you balanced. However, just like in social interactions, it's essential not to overdo things. Enjoy yourself, but keep everything in check. Have you ever noticed how, when you maintain moderation, you feel better overall? Whether it's in eating, drinking, or simply how much energy you're expending, today's cosmic reminder is to keep things balanced. Overindulgence might seem tempting, but moderation is the secret to long-term well-being. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the significant cosmic shifts happening today. The Sun is moving into Libra, the sign of balance, while Venus, the planet of love and desire, enters intense Scorpio. These shifts signal a powerful transformation, especially when it comes to relationships. Libra season brings an emphasis on fairness, equality, and harmony in all aspects of life. It's a wonderful time to reflect on how balanced your relationships are. Have you been giving too much in certain areas and not receiving enough in return? Or perhaps you're realizing that you need to open yourself up to receive more love and support. Libra energy is all about seeking fairness and mutual respect, making this a perfect time to restore balance in your interactions. Whether it's in friendships, romantic partnerships, or even at work, consider how the give and take dynamic plays out for you. What does balance look like in your life right now? Are there areas where you feel like you're carrying more than your share of the weight? Or maybe there are relationships that could benefit from a little more attention and care. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Sometimes simply talking it out can help bring clarity to these situations. And then there's Venus in Scorpio, which brings a whole different vibe. Scorpio energy is deep, transformative, and incredibly passionate. This isn't about surface-level connections anymore, it's about getting to the core of what matters in your relationships. If you've been yearning for more emotional depth or craving a more meaningful connection with someone special, this could be the start of a profoundly romantic and transformative period. However, there's a caveat. With Scorpio's intensity comes the desire for control, and that can sometimes lead to emotional entanglements or power struggles. The key here is to focus on building intimacy, not control. Have you ever noticed how much deeper your connections become when you're vulnerable and open, rather than trying to control the outcome? At the same time, there's a gentle reminder to watch out for overindulgence. Whether it's in socializing, food, drink, or spending, today's energy may tempt you to go a bit overboard. It's so easy to get caught up in the moment, but it's important to remember that moderation is key to maintaining balance. Have you ever overindulged in something, maybe a shopping spree or a night out €1, only to regret it later? We've all been there, and today's energy encourages you to enjoy life, but with a sense of balance and self-care. Overextending yourself, whether physically, emotionally, or financially, can take a toll over time. What's one area of your life where you could use a little more moderation? As these cosmic shifts unfold, remember that they're here to guide you toward greater balance, deeper connections, and a more fulfilling life. Trust the process, be mindful of your energy, and take things one step at a time. What are you focusing on today? Where are you feeling called to make adjustments or find more balance? Let's keep the conversation going. Share your experiences in the comments, and let's support each other as we navigate these energies together.